Hey Justin, this is Becky with Gray Owl Marketing. I sent you a Facebook message today and I promised you to this video, so here it is. I will keep it brief, but I did just want to show you 3 tips you can use today to help bring in more customers to your business. Because oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are just too busy running their business to keep up with how the internet can really work for them and benefit their company. So let's get started. You can see here, I am on your company's website. I do know this is a free Google kind of landing page, not necessarily a website. But of course, it's helpful to start here and have some contact information and some pictures and some, information and testimonials about your business. But what you really want to keep in mind is that having a website to showcase your expertise is really critical because Google does not do pretty much anything with these free, Google landing pages that they use. And word of mouth is great, but it's not really going to get you in a position where you can scale your business the way that you probably want to. And a website is really a way for you to attract customers to you. So you really want to think about building your own website because Google does not rank these types of websites. They do not rank Facebook pages, and you're missing out on a lot of traffic because of that. But the first tip I will tell you if you do think about building your own website is having content. The first thing that's really important to know when you with Google is that you need to have at least 1,500 words on your home page. And obviously you guys don't have content here at all. And even if you did, Google would not rank it. But remember that content is king with Google. And it's a key factor in Google's formula when they decide which sites to rank higher than others. And Google likes to see not only high quantity, but high quality information. And you really want your business to show up on page 1 when customers are searching on Google, right? So think about not only high quantity, but high quality information. And just to give you an idea here, this is a tool I use called Ahrefs. This is a dashboard of your company's online presence. So I put in your landing page here, and you can see that there's not a ton of information because Google does not do a ton with these free websites. There's no numbers here, not a lot of referring domains and things. But just to give you an idea and to show you, I put in this keyword, buyer intent keyword here called landscaping Atlanta, and people are searching this keyword 600 times a month, Justin. That is a huge amount of people, 600 times a month. So you can imagine how many customers you're missing out on a year by not having a website. And you're missing out on that opportunity to be ranking #1 for these types of keywords. But when you think about when somebody does a search to try to find a company, they'll put in something like Atlanta landscaping here. And there's kind of 3 sections of the landing page here. First are these ads you can see here, and ads are great to fill in gaps in your strategy and can be really effective. And you can see there's a lot of ads here because people know that customers are searching for this. But you got to be careful with ads because they can be a real money pit if they're not done correctly. And a lot of people will just scroll right past the ads. They don't want anything to do with ads because they know they're paid for. That second section here is what we call the map section. And these are the top 3 companies that Google feels really confident in putting in front of searchers when they search because they have a good online reputation. And some people scroll even past that to this section here, which we call the organic traffic. And this section is just the organic search terms. People like to come here and look for information. So ideally, if you were to build a website, you would want to rank in this section as well as this section. But really these top 3 spots pull in about 40% of all traffic. So you're probably asking yourself, well, if I were to build a website, how would I get my website in this top 3 section here? And there's a few things you can do, and I will share some of those with you. But one of those key factors is your Google business profile. So I've also pulled that up here, and you can see that your Google business profile is right here, and that's attached to your Google free Facebook page. You want to think about optimizing what we call the NAP, which is your name, address, and phone number. And what you want to make sure is it matches across your online footprint. You want to have your business show up in lots of places online. Ideally business directories like Yellow Pages or Yelp or Whitebook or CityStar, multiple directories online that you can show up in. Ideally 200 to 300 of those locations, but the critical thing is to make sure your name, address, phone number, and even business hours match exactly, because Google really wants to see that when people are searching for different platforms, that they're getting the same information on all platforms. Next thing, and probably even more critical, is Google reviews. So I can see that you have started to get some Google reviews. You want to continue to grow and build those reviews in your profile. Ideally, get as many 5-star reviews as possible in that section to build your online reputation. And the third thing I'll say about the Google profile is pictures. You want a lot of pictures there, but you want to make sure you're saving these pictures as buyer intent keywords so that when Google's crawling your profile and your website, it sees those buyer intent keywords. And you also want to use, especially for your type of business, geotags. So every time you're doing some great work at one of your customer locations across the region, you want to go ahead and tag it with a keyword as well as the geotag of where you did that service. So again, by doing this, Google sees not only what type of work you're doing, but where you're doing it. So when people are searching for similar things, your business is going to show up, right? And so the last thing I'll talk to you is about backlinks. So again, since you don't have a website, I won't use your website as an example because there's not a lot of content or information in here, but I will show you, again, Landscaping Atlanta. It's likely that this Atlanta landscaping company right here is getting a ton of organic business just by ranking here. So I did pull up their website here. So again, you can see their website. It's got some nice content, some pictures, some list of what services, but you can see they're not even close to the 1,500 words that Google likes to see on the homepage or using buyer intent keywords. So if you were to build a website, you could blow them out of the water with those elements. But I also put their website into my tool here, and you can see what their dashboard looks like. And when I think about my third tip here, is if you do build a website, you want to optimize what backlinks you're using, because this is basically this UR and this DR number here is basically a numerical value of what your online reputation looks like. So we like to see this UR number above 30, ideally even 40 or 50, and you want to see a 1-for-1 ratio between the DR number and the UR number. And how you do that is by referencing these referring domains. So you can see, excuse me, your competitor has 48 referring domains, but what you have to recognize is that not all referring domains are created equal. You want some that are really relevant to your industry and have high power. And the way you can look at that is by looking at this do follow number here. So only 13 of their referring domains is giving their website this ranking of 26 here. So the neat thing about using tools like this is we can go ahead and click on this and you can see the referring domains they're using and essentially copy exactly what they're using, add a bunch more on top of that, and start blowing your competition out of the water so that you can rank #1 right here. So again, just to summarize the 3 tips I gave you, you want to optimize, you want to definitely consider building a website. You're not anything online these days without a website, and have at least 1,500 words of content on that homepage, as well as buyer intent keywords. You want to think about optimizing your business profile here and start getting 200 to 300 citations where your name, address, and phone number is creating a good footprint across the internet for you. So make sure on your Facebook page, name, address, and phone number are matching, and everywhere else you have an online presence. And then thirdly, you want to start thinking about backlinks and building up really high quality backlinks to your website so that you can have a really optimal web page. And if you implement these strategies today, you will be #1 on Google for these keywords. And you can either take this information that I provided you today and do it on your own. I'm totally cool with that. That's absolutely fine. Or if you want to, be more effective and save yourself some time so you can focus on your business, you can give me a call and we can set up a time to chat. So once again, my name is Becky with Gray Owl Marketing. You can reach out to me on Facebook and Messenger, and I hope you found this information valuable, and I do look forward to hearing from you. Have a great rest of your day, Justin. Bye-bye.